Good morning, students. Today we are discuss about database management systems. What is a database? What are the how to manage the database in systems? We discuss in this video lesson. Before that, the overview of the mother of all computer application. People need data, so we create all kinds of lists to store and organize it. A grocery list or a phone book or a library's card catalog or an inductor's list of instructors list of students are all organized lists of data. Likewise, computers can be used to store and manage lists of data, and this is the reason for the computerized database. In fact, many early attempts to build and program computers grew out a need to manage large lists of data. That is why you probably have heard the phrase data processing. Computers manipulate or process data. The data is usually stored in databases. Today's computers are much more sophisticated than early computers, but they still need an organized data source. This need applies to just about every type of computer program. For example, a word processor maintains several databases such as dictionary of words for the spell checker and list of available fonts and other types of data. Virtually every application, even if it has nothing to do with words or organized lists, has grown from earlier programs that stored and processed data. Large commercial applications such as facilities management or sales support software may look very different from a common word processor, but there is still a database at the heart of each operation. In short, you can think of the database as the mother of all computer applications. This video lesson introduces you to the basics of computerized databases and database management systems. The main objectives of database management systems is define the terms database and database management systems, list at least 3 tasks that DBMS enables user to do, differentiate between flat file database and relational databases, List three steps needed to create a database. List three examples of query languages. These are the main objectives of database management system. What is a database? Database management system nothing but store large collections of data. The DBMS organize the or maintain the data, and that data can be stored in storage system. This is the database. As you have seen, a database is basically a collection of data. A database management system is a program or collection of programs that allows any number of users to access and modify the data in database. A DBMS also provides tools that enable users to construct special requests called queries to find specific records in the database. Database management tasks fall into one of four general categories. What are the categories in following in database we discuss later. Before that, once again I repeat, a database is basically a collection of data. A database management system is a program or collection of programs that allows any number of users to access and modify the data in a database. A DBMS also provides tools that enable users to construct special requests called queries. These queries to find specific records in the database. Database management tasks fall into one of four general categories. Entering data into the database. Next, housekeeping tasks such as updating data, deleting data, and backing up the database. Another is sorting the data, that is arranging or recording the database records, obtaining subsets of the data, the last type of data management task, finding records, is extremely important because database files can grow very large, many gigabytes, millions of records on large systems. Finding data quickly is not a trivial matter. A database management system, especially when it is running on powerful hardware, can find any speck of data in an enormous database in minutes, sometimes even in seconds or fractions of seconds. Equally important, a DBMS provides the means for multiple users to access and share data in the same database by way of networked computer systems. This is the way. This slide is showing the database structure. First column is first name and second column last name. Third column is company. Fourth column is address. Fifth column is city, state and postal code, region, etc. Here first name, last name, company, address, cities are name of the field, that is field name, and the first name, for example Don or Robin is a fields, and here shown the record also. For example, the collection of fields is called record. For example, first name, last name, company, address, city, state, postal code, region. These data can be one person having these fields is called only one record. The collection of records is called file. For example, here shown the Jim Collins LSA Entertainment 789 launching Anchorage AK 995002 West region. These are the one person record. This is the database structure. Next we discuss the database. In database, what is a fields? Fields an individual piece of data. Individual piece of data. Before that, three most important terms to know about databases are fields. First one is fields. Each piece of data in the address book is stored in its own location called a field. Once again I repeat, each piece of data in the address book is stored in its own location called a field. For example, each entry has a field for name as well as fields for address, city, state, zip code and phone. Each unique type of data is stored in its own field. The term column is sometimes used instead of field. IBM uses column fairly constantly and Microsoft now uses it increasingly. In field, every column has fields. For example, phone book, name, address, email, phone numbers are the different fields. Fields may contain no data, only contain the name of the fields. These are the fields definition. Next, records. one full set of fields, that is, all the related data about one person or object, is called a record. Therefore, all the information for the first person is record 1. All the information for second person is record 2. All the information for the third person is record 3, and so on. The term row is sometimes used instead of record by IBM and Microsoft. One full set of fields is called record, that is, the raw data, also called record. For example, Smith, Joy, 123 some street, 412 555 7777 is one person record. Person 1 record. In database may have unlimited rows. Unlimited records are available in single database. Next we discuss about tables. A complete collection of records makes a table. A complete collection of records makes a table. The database may have thousands of tables. Here, once you have a structure for storing data, you can add a new data, create reports, and perform other tasks with the data. For example, you might create a customer report that groups customers by zip code. These extra documents, forms, and reports, along with the tables, collectively form a database, is shown figure. Two of the most common elements of a database are forms and reports. Forms are documents that are filled into create records. Often used to change or view data in forms. Next, reports. Reports are documents that display a select portion of a database information in an easily read format. Such a format might list all overdue accounts. Reports produce printed results from the database, includes tools and summarize the data. In reports showing forms, records, fields, tables, etc. If we choose the what are the fields you are require, then that fields can print the reports. That are the option for reports. Flat file and relational database structures. Many early database applications and some current low end application access and manipulate only one table at a time. These applications store each table in its own file. When dealing with such databases, there is no reason to use the term table because the table and database are one and the same. Very often, the table is simply called a file or just the database. To be more precise, however, a database file that consists of a single data table is called a flat file database. Flat file databases are useful for certain single user or small group situations, especially for maintaining lists such as address lists or inventories. Data that is stored, managed, and manipulated in a spreadsheet is similar to a flat file database. If this a table were stored by itself or not associated with any other database tables, it would be a flat file database. Although they are easy to learn and use, flat file database system can be difficult to maintain and are limited in their power. When numerous files exist, one for each table or related document, there is often a lot of data redundancy, which increases the chance for errors, wastes time, and uses excess storage space. Adding, deleting, and editing any fields requires that you make the same changes in every file that contains the same field. In relational database, a database made up set of tables, a common field existing in any two tables creates a relationship between the tables. A customer ID field in both the customers table and the orders table links the two tables, while a product ID field links the orders and products tables. The relational database structure is easily the most prevalent in today's business organizations. In a business, a typical relational database would contain separate tables with information on customers, employees, vendors, orders, and inventory. Multiple tables in this kind of database make it is possible to handle many data management tasks. For example, the customer order and inventory tables can be linked to process orders and billings. The vendor and inventory tables can be linked to maintain the track inventory levels. The order and employee tables can be linked to control scheduling. These connecting one table to another table is called ER diagram, that is entity relationship diagram. The DBMS, entering data into the database. A database is basically a collection of data. A database management system is a program or a collection of programs that allows any number of users to access and modify the data in a database. The four general categories are entering data into the database, next housekeeping tasks such as updating data, deleting obsolete records, and backing up the database. Sorting the data, that is arranging or recording the database records, obtaining subsets of the data. The last type of data management task, finding records, import, because database files can grow very large, many gigabytes, millions of records on large systems. Finding data quickly is not a trivial matter. A DBMS, especially when it is running on powerful hardware, can find any space of data in an enormous database in minutes. A DBMS provides the means for multiple users to access and share data in the same database. This is the introduction to database and what is a field, what is a records, what is a tables we discussing. Once again I repeat the fields definition. Each piece of data in the address book is stored in its own location called a field. For example, each entry has a field for name as well as fields for address, city, state, zip code, and phone. Each unique type of data is stored in its own field. Next, records. What is a record? One full set of fields, that is all the related data about one person or object is called a record. Therefore, all the information for the first person is record 1. All the information for the second person is record 2. All the information for the third person is record 3, and so on. These are the definition of records. Next, tables. What is a tables? A complete collection of records makes a table. A complete collection of records makes a table. These are the main three important terms using databases, that is fields, records, tables, etc. And next we discuss next video lesson how to working with a database, how to create tables, viewing records, sorting records, creating queries, generating reports, how to working with a database. We discuss next video lesson. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.